All right. One of these days, I'm going to get this right. Man, this going live stuff is tough. So, hello from North Carolina. This is our fourth live session, and our plan is to go live every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to share industry news from the previous week. If you are joining us live from LinkedIn, please drop a comment below just so that we know you're here. That's a way of us to do a little bit of a virtual mic check. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rosalinda Cruz, and I'm the founder and chief business Work Collective, and we help underrepresented leaders in fashion with strategic planning and advising. Our mission is to support a more diverse and inclusive sustainable fashion industry, and we do that by filling in the leadership and ownership gaps within the apparel supply chain and in sustainable fashion in general. So I'm just giving a little side eye. Nobody's joined us yet, but that's okay, because guess what? We're going to keep going. So last week was Global Entrepreneurship Week, and I got to participate in a few events. One that really stands out is I got to participate in a speed mentoring event, which was hosted by North Carolina State University's Poole School of Business. And my highlight of the evening was I actually had a student tell me not to lose my sparkle. Guess what? I'm not going to lose it. Fun fact about North Carolina. North Carolina is the second in the U.S. for Christmas tree production, which is crazy. In supply chain news, there are as of yesterday, there were 87 ships sitting in the waters around Long Beach, waiting to come in. In fashion news, I always keep forgetting to set my stinking timer. So guess what? I'm going to do that, and I'm going to dial it back because we're a few minutes in. So we got 7 minutes left. All right. I'm going to get it right one of these days. Okay. So fashion news, CFDA. The CFDA awards were last week. CFDA is the Council of Fashion Designers of America. And last week, Dapper Dan was awarded the Jeffrey Bean Lifetime Achievement Award. For those of you who don't know, Dapper Dan is a Harlem-based designer who was responsible for and popularizing Logomania. So yay, Dapper Dan. Also, Aurora James, who is the founder of the 15% Pledge. She was awarded the Eleanor Lambert Founders Award, and she's actually the first Black female designer to take home an award from the CFDA, which is crazy. Now I'm going to take a pause, and I'm going to take a sip of my water, because we got to stay hydrated. All right. So one of the things that always comes up for me this time of year is, how do I reconcile my love for retail and fashion with the overconsumption that the industry promotes, especially this time of year, even when there are supply chain issues that are making it difficult to keep products on the shelf. And also, how do I reconcile that with my values around sustainability? And I understand that no brand is perfect, right? I'm not perfect either as an individual, but definitely no brand is perfect. And sustainability is a journey, but the reality is no money, no mission, right? No money, no mission. And I've said it before, and I'm going to keep on saying it, but the reality is that a business has to sell to survive, right? There have been some interesting discussions kind of swirling around on how sustainable brands can be relevant for Black Friday and Cyber Monday week, and whether or not they should get in the game or sit it out. And that same question has actually been swirling for consumers, especially as we're celebrating Nothing New November, right? So Nothing New November, for those of you who don't know, is a 30-day challenge for people to not buy anything for 30 days. And let's be honest, I mean, doing either of those things is a privilege, right? I think that when I think about who has the luxury of sitting it out, it's not the small brands, right? It's really something that the larger brands have the luxury to do. But the other thing too is that when I also think about Nothing New November, who is actually promoting this? And when I think about it, it's actually a lot of nonprofits that are promoting it because, again, brands can't afford to promote no selling for 30 days, right? And I feel like this is something that I always struggle with. And when I am sitting in and participating in conversations around sustainability, I feel like that reality isn't really discussed. I feel like there's a lot of, finger wagging and things that you should and shouldn't do, but there isn't a real discussion on businesses have to make money, right? So how can we do that in a way that feels just and equitable? So here are some guilt-free options for participating in whatever way feels right for you, right? So I'm trying to see how much time do we have left here. Yes, 2 minutes. Oh my God, I'm going to go through this so quickly. So hashtag gift black, which is another plug for the 15% pledge. So for those of you who don't know, the 15% pledge is asking brands to dedicate 15% of their shelf space to Black-owned businesses. So the 15% pledge actually had a post that came out yesterday promoting Gift Black. So they give us some statistics. So 20% of annual shopping happens between November and December, and that's $790 billion. Currently, only 0.4% of that number goes to Black-owned businesses. And they're really asking you to imagine, what would it look like if only 1% of holiday spending went to Black-owned brands? That would actually equal $8 billion redirected to Black entrepreneurs and Black-owned businesses. So the 15% pledge has come up with hashtag Gift Black, which is a curated holiday guide of 150 items from Black-owned brands. I will be sure to drop that information in the comments. Another thing, I will also be diving into some zero-cost ways to support small businesses and also some clutter-free gift ideas. And really, like, clutter-free gifts are really focused more on experiences versus things. So that's exciting. I know that we are running out of time. So one of the things that I wanted to do is I did kind of mention that I did release a new newsletter this week. So that actually went out or is going out today. I'm also announcing a new workshop. 2 sessions actually in December that's going to be focused on 2022 planning. And it's a 60-minute workshop that covers the basics of strategic planning for those who are in the fashion industry or aspiring to be in the fashion industry. And essentially, you're going to finish the workshop informed and equipped to take on 2022 and crush those goals. We're going to crush them. Some of the things that we're going to cover are setting strategic, doggone it, that's my time. I'm going to run through this real quick. So we're going to talk about setting a strategic objective, setting and exceeding revenue goals, also talk about key industry happenings, patterns within your business, and best practices. Over the holiday season, I'm going to be diving deeper into a few topics. One, Oh, I forgot to mention this, but in the newsletter, I kind of talked about my love of retail and how, those, uh, or when those seeds of love were sown, which started in department stores. And one of the things that I actually want to talk about is the evolution of department stores and its impact on how we shop, its impact on regional markets, on family-owned businesses and small-owned businesses. And the reality is that they're dwindling. They're going away. Um, we're going to talk about quality over quantity, and how loved clothes lasts, clutter-free gift ideas, and again, how to support small businesses and buy Black. Remember, our mission is to support a more diverse and inclusive, sustainable fashion industry by filling in the leadership and ownership gaps within the apparel supply chain, and in sustainable apparel in general. I will be here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me, and I will see you next week. All right, bye.